What is the process like of being able to see your own past lives? When I first started my spiritual journey 4 or 5 years ago, I had never seen a past life, didn't think I was capable of it. I actually got into past life regression hypnosis, and I've since created it, and I teach my own modality, because I thought that was like an easy way for me to get into spirituality. I was like, oh, I'm just guiding other people to see their past lives. Like, I don't have to have any special talents to do that. No, that's true. I digress. Since the very beginning of my spiritual journey, I've tapped into my ability to be able to see past lives. That's like my niche, is past life regression, past life access. And I had a past life come through a couple of nights ago. And I want to share with you what it's like so that everybody knows how easy this can be. When I got into bed 2 or 3 nights in a row, which is the time I normally meditate, I kept like seeing and feeling like I was having kind of like a vision, even though I'm not very visual, of like myself. It like wasn't my body, but I knew it was me in the snow. It was like hard, icy snow. And I was like, okay, this is me. And it just felt like past life. Like I just knew, I was like, oh, this is a past life. And I just didn't question it. I was like, okay, I guess it's a past life. I'm just going to go with it. And then I could see 2 different groups of like indigenous peoples, and they were separated by gender. There was a group of men, and they were like in a valley. And then there was a group of women who were kind of in the mountains. And what I came to realize is that this was a continuation for me of a past life that I had seen several years ago. It was the same core group of souls in a very similar energetic dynamic, but it was a totally different setting. And the information, it's like the knowingness comes through almost as a thought, and I just accept it. I don't fight it. I'm like, okay, this is very similar to the last past life. Got it. And it just, for me, largely comes in as a thought, and I just allow it. I don't question it. I don't argue with it. I don't tell myself what a ridiculous idiot I am for believing it. I just allow it to come through. And the more I allow, the more I observe, and the less I resist, the more it comes through. And eventually, I was able to coach myself through seeing it wasn't even the entire past life. The only thing I needed to know was like this 3 or 4 month stretch of the past life. And I just immediately got the download of why it was important for me to be seeing that. But a lot of it is asking questions in a very like neutral energy. Things like, where am I? Why am I alone? Where is everybody else? Where am I going? What am I going to do when I get there? Why did I leave the last place I was at? Why are these 2 groups of people separated by gender? Let me go back to before the separation occurred. Why did it occur in the first place? So I'm just asking questions, like I'm interviewing myself. I separate current version me from the past life version, right? And I'm just coaching myself through and asking myself the questions, and I just allow whatever wants to come through, no matter how ridiculous it sounds. Allowing it to come through and trusting it is the key.